Hey everyone, so this is the first time I've gotten into the studio so far for this vlog to begin with. It's been a couple of really busy days. It's now Tuesday here. We've had a lot of appointments, so I couldn't get in until today. And as you can see, this is not the head that was here the other day, and different colours have been added to the table. So I have got Aveline here. She is the Layla sculpt by Andrea Arcello. I ended up fixing her hair. She used to not have as much hair, and so I added some more recently to her head. I just felt like she was missing something, as I mentioned in a previous video, and so I fixed it. But I did it off film, off camera, just because it was a spur of the moment thing. And now I have to clean up all this mess, but she has dried. She is now ready to be reassembled, so that is something we're going to see in this video today. And also we are finishing Penny's hair today. It is vital that I get that done today, so I'm going to go set up the camera and start doing Penny's hair after I've cleaned up all of this. And then once Penny's hair is done, because she is more important than Aveline, we'll then put Aveline's head back on. Okay, so her hair is done. It is very wet right now, so it looks very pancaked on top of her head. But I'm really happy with her. I'm really happy with how her hair's turned out. Just a really sweet, gentle swirl hair. I just really like it. And like I said, her hair is really wet, so blonde hair is a real pain when you try to film it, because it looks like you've barely done anything because of the shine, and also because you see the colouring underneath. It goes a little bit translucent when it's wet, and yeah, you don't get to see all the detail, but there is a lot of hair on her head, and I'm very happy with her. I think she's turned out really sweet. Okay, so I came and put her on her body, and oh my goodness, she looks so sweet. I'm really happy with her. Very, very sweet baby. Blonde hair is so hard to film. And I just thought I'd try her in a little hat, so let me get that on. I haven't done it up, but it looks so cute with the blonde. Oh, because it's wet still, it's just not really showing up. Oh, it's so sweet. She's really darling. Oh, I'm so happy with how Penny's turned out. So now I'm going to do her eyelashes and seal her hair in place, because we don't want to lose any of her precious locks. Oh, I'm so happy with her. Yay! So let's restuff little Layla's head, or Aveline I should say. Really happy with how she's turned out. She's so cute. Okay, so she's got a tiny little sack here, and then all of this was inside her head, so we're gonna have to put it back in. She's got a little head, which is a little opening to her head, which is kind of annoying. Here we go. So you can't really get your fingers in there, so you need something long to get back in there. And I like to stuff my heads, I wouldn't say like to the brim that they're like super tight, but decent enough that you can't squish their little faces when you might be adjusting something on them. I've had clients in the past that squished a face and didn't go very well for them with work that wasn't mine, so I've always made a point of really stuffing things in, and you get your fingers in there when you know you can. Okay, so now it's time for the little sack. Now this was always hard to get in because, like I said, little gap. It would have made more sense if I made this sack a little loose as opposed to being quite tied quite tight, because then we could sort of slip it in a bit easier. But I'm not prepared to make another one when we've already got a good one here, and once it's in, you're fine. So I push it to the front so I can stuff the back of her head. And this is where it gets a little tricky because you're trying to get your hands in there and also hold the sack in place. So I don't want it to roll into the back of the head, and equally we don't want it to sit in the front. So it's just like a little game of where do you put the stuffing next. And then it just becomes as simple as, here is her body. We're just going to cut, not the body, but the cable tie off, slip in a new one. Oh, not on camera again, sorry guys. This one is actually for, I use them for arms, but because her head is so little, we can use a small cable tie as not to waste our big ones. And then get her in there. Yep, we're in. And slide it. Always test. That's too loose. You want to be able to move the head, but you want it to be secure. So ever so slightly more. It should feel like a bit of a tug. Oh, sorry Aveline. That's good. Right, I need my cable cutters. Believe it or not, just a pair of nail clippers, cuticle clippers. They get a really nice clean cut, I find. Excellent. And now her head's back on. Hooray! Look up at the camera. Very sweet. Okay, I'm going to get a little outfit back on and take a photo of her. So here she is. Very sweet little lady. Oh, she's got such big eyes. The camera is... there we go, that's a bit better lighting. So, very sweet. I'm very happy with her. She's turned out really, really sweet. And she looks very white on the camera right now, but she's quite a golden colour. Hopefully I can get some photos and add them in here so you can see what kind of shade she is. The lighting is, once again, playing with me. So I'm really glad that I took the time to spend with Aveline and check her out and see how I felt about her, because I'm really glad that she's staying. So Aveline's all sorted again, and Penny is drying now with her glue. So that's pretty much all I have left to do in the studio today. Happy Saturday everyone. So I am just currently with Penny's limbs. I don't know if you can see, let's see if I can zoom in there. You can kind of see there's a gloss inside her mouth now. I've just glossed her hands and toes and her face, and I've also got her lashes set back at the moment, curling. They've just been glued into place. I think you can see a little bit of glue drying on her eye there. So hopefully soon we can assemble her, and I have to do a bit of work today on hopefully Bear. Really want to assemble her today as well and get her out of the nursery, because once Penny is done, then that means that I have to pack up, and that's kind of crazy to think, but we've got, I think, 17 days until we move, so it's about time that I start to pack up at least something. I haven't really got a clue what I'm going to do in regarding to packing up. Most things will just stay in its own little containers and I'll just take them like that, but yeah. Oh, I must take photos of her. Actually, I might go do that now while I'm waiting for everything to dry. Must take photos of Nora because I keep forgetting. So I was just moving everything to take photos of Nora off the table that I use for that, and I put Aveline here on her own little shelf, and I tilted her basket. I just think she looks so cute there with her little friends up above, and there's still a spot there for another baby. That's gonna look so cute. Yay! Oh my goodness, you guys, here is Penny. She's all made. She is a big girl and I'm so happy with her. Look how pretty she's turned out. I'm very, 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 very excited to dress this little lady and then send her home. She has been such a delight to make, and I'm just certain that her mum is going to enjoy her. So I didn't end up getting to wait I'm trying to remember her name, Bea today, unfortunately. I've just been so busy and I have to head out the door in a moment, and the lighting is, as you can tell, kind of going. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, but that'll be in next week's vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in to another vlog. I know this one's been quite small. I've just been really busy trying to get ready to move, and that'll be the case for next week as well. But next week I will definitely be having some content in there of packing up the studio, so if you're interested in watching that, please look forward to that. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for tuning in. Bye everyone!